My neighbor, let's call him Kevin, was always a bit of a character. Friendly enough, but you could tell he had a mischievous streak. We lived in a quiet suburban cul-de-sac, the kind of place where the biggest news was usually a lost cat or a new garden gnome. That all changed one Tuesday afternoon. I was working from home when I heard the screech of tires, followed by a sickening crunch. I ran to my window and saw it. A delivery van had swerved and hit Mrs. Gable's prized rose bushes, leaving a trail of destruction and a crumpled front bumper. The driver got out, looked around frantically, then sped off. Mrs. Gable was heartbroken. She called the police, but without a license plate, there wasn't much they could do. Later that evening, I saw Kevin talking to a police officer. I overheard him saying he saw the whole thing. He described a completely different vehicle, a beat-up blue sedan, not the white van I saw. He even gave them a partial plate number. The officer thanked him for his help, and Kevin walked away with this smug little smile. I was stunned. Why would he lie? It made no sense. I couldn't just let it go. Mrs. Gable was a sweet old lady, and this hit and run was a big deal for her. So, I decided I had to do something. My first thought was to just tell the police he was lying, but it would be my word against his. I needed proof. My own security camera. I had installed one a few months back, pointing towards the street. I rushed to my computer, my heart pounding. I scrolled back through the footage to the time of the accident, and there it was, clear as day. A white delivery van, the company logo visible on the side. The driver's face wasn't perfectly clear, but the vehicle was undeniable. And a few minutes later, the footage showed Kevin walking out of his house, looking at the damage, and then looking directly at my camera before quickly looking away. He knew I might have seen it. So, why the lie? I thought about it all night. Then it clicked. I remembered seeing Kevin receive a package from that same delivery company just last week. Maybe he had a problem with them? A late delivery? A damaged item? It seemed like a petty reason to lie to the police. But with Kevin, you never knew. The next morning, I decided on my plan. It was a little theatrical, but I felt it was the only way. I printed a high-quality, full-color still image from my camera footage showing the white van hitting the roses. Then I printed another one, showing Kevin looking at my camera. I put them in a manila envelope and walked over to his house. He answered the door, all smiles. Hey, neighbor. Crazy what happened to Mrs. Gable's roses, huh? Hope they catch the guy in that blue sedan. I kept my face neutral. Yeah, crazy, I said. Kevin, can we talk for a second? It's about what you told the police. His smile faltered slightly. What about it? I just told them what I saw. Did you? I asked, looking him straight in the eye. Because what I saw was a little different. I slowly pulled the first photo out of the envelope, the one of the white van. I handed it to him. He stared at it, and all the color drained from his face. He was speechless. He looked up at me, his eyes wide. My security camera caught the whole thing, I explained calmly. It caught this van, and it caught the real driver. He started to stammer. I don't. Maybe I was mistaken. Were you mistaken, Kevin? I asked. Then I pulled out the second photo, the one of him looking at my camera. Or did you know you were lying? He looked at the second photo and just deflated. He slumped against the doorframe. Okay, you got me. Why, Kevin? I asked, genuinely curious. Why lie? He sighed. It turns out my hunch was right. That delivery company had lost a very expensive, one-of-a-kind collector's item he'd ordered. He'd been fighting with their customer service for weeks and they were giving him the runaround. When he saw their van hit the roses and drive off, he saw it as an opportunity for revenge. He figured sending the police on a wild goose chase after a fake car would cause the company more trouble. It was incredibly petty and short-sighted, but in his mind, it was justice. You have to undo this, Kevin, I said, my voice firm but not angry. You filed a false police report. That's a serious offense. More importantly, you're letting the person who actually did this get away, and you're making things harder for Mrs. Gable. He knew I was right. He looked ashamed, which was a start. What do I do? He asked, his voice barely a whisper. You're going to go to the police station, I told him. You're going to tell them you made a mistake, that you were confused and remembered it wrong, and then you're going to give them the real information. I held up the photo of the van. This information, to his credit, he did it. He went down to the station that same day and retracted his statement. He told them the truth about the white van. With the new information and the logo from my photo, the police were able to track down the company, the van, and the driver very quickly. The driver, it turned out, was a young kid who panicked. He lost his job, but the company's insurance paid for all the damages to Mrs. Gable's garden. They even sent a professional landscaper who made it look better than it did before. As for Kevin, the police gave him a stern warning about filing a false report, but let him off without charges, probably because he came forward himself. He came over to my house afterward to thank me. It was awkward, but sincere. He apologized for the trouble and even offered to mow my lawn for a month. Our cul-de-sac is quiet again, but things are a little different. Kevin is a lot less smug these days, and Mrs. Gable's roses are blooming brighter than ever. It just goes to show you, sometimes a little bit of truth and a well-placed security camera can make all the difference. Thanks for watching my story. If you've ever had a crazy neighbor story, I'd love to read it in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more stories. See you next time.